So traders, have you been listening to me? The last few days I've been doing videos about saying the market's going to roll over, Did you see what happened in the market today? Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so see that trading course on the screen right now? Make sure you go get access to that right now. I'm giving you a free membership access to that. If you'd like to learn how to read the markets the way that I've been reading the markets the last few days with you and how I saw this down move coming, and I think it's got a lot more to come, then go check out that trading course or free membership access to that trading course. So let's go have a look at the Dow Jones. Now guys, guess what? I've been looking at the markets and I've been saying that get ready, spaghetti-o, get ready for the markets. Why? Because get ready for this whole movement in the markets, right? Because I've been saying that, and the big thing here, guys, is that the market was giving us a warning sign when looking at this here. So the market was giving us a warning sign because we actually had this lower low and a lower high, right? So lower low and lower high from there. So we can see that that's what's going on from there. And as I was saying that when the market does this, look at no one in control, lower low, lower high. Now we've actually broken past this key level here of 32,500 on the Dow. And we are now in a downward trend, guys. I see some of you guys trying to fight the market, right? You're not listening to the market. The market has just made a lower high. And now we've just broken past key levels of support. Guess what's coming next? That's right. We're about to see a free fall in the markets. And I believe that the crash is just getting started. And so now I actually have a target of below 29,000. The reason why I say below 29,000 because generally what's going to happen is this is going to make its way down now to 29,000. So it's going to make its way down to there. And then what's probably going to happen, we're probably going to flush those lows as well too. So that's what we're looking at there when it comes to the Dow Jones. Guys, we're rolling over the market. And once again, what is the market doing right now? It's done a high and a lower high and we're breaking down. The sellers are in control. This is a complete downtrend now. Do not fight the market. Moving over now through to the S&P 500. And as you can see, same thing for the S&P 500. What do we have? We had a false breakout. Someone said on my YouTube video yesterday, oh, John, everything's a false breakout. Well, that's the flavor of the month right now. This is a false breakout. How else would you say this is? It breaks above resistance and then doesn't follow through. That's called a false breakout because it broke above resistance. If it was a true breakout, it would have came down, found support, and then had a big move up. But it didn't. It came down, came up, and now we're actually creating a lower low. Someone said the market's actually creating a higher low. Yes, it was creating a higher low, but what's happening now? We just did what? We just created a lower high right here, and now we're rolling over. So we are getting ready, guys. We are getting ready to have a free fall in the markets. And I've been saying for the last few days is that if you are long these markets on a short-term trading basis, you're about to get your head ripped off, your face completely ripped off. Why? Because of what's going on with the markets right now. And again, I wouldn't want to be long right now in these markets when looking at this here. So right now, guys, it does look like we're about to see a bit of a free fall in the markets. You know, the crash, the big crash to me is just about to get started when looking at there. If we have a look at the Nasdaq, and we see what the Nasdaq is actually doing through here. You can see the Nasdaq's pretty much at that support level there, but we're really struggling through here. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see the Nasdaq continue down from here, right? Continue down to around about that 10,200, 10,400 level. I wouldn't be too surprised to see the Nasdaq actually doing that from that there. So because all the other indices, the Dow Jones is looking weak, the S&P is looking weak as well too. Guys, we're about to see a falling off a cliff. We really are. And again, just don't fight the market. Do not fight this market because we're about to see some really, really, really big movement on the downside. So it's coming, right? It's coming on. That's looking at the Nasdaq here. But once again, guys, the big support level here, still at 11,400. We did get a lower high here. We're not quite breaking below yet, but we're almost there. If we get a bit more movement on the Nasdaq on the downside, then I would say we're probably likely to run to this other side of the channel from here as well too. If I look at the S&P 500, there is actually a big channel here on the S&P 500. This looks like it's going to be one big false breakout to the upside. We're going to roll over. So therefore, that tells me that we're getting ready to, the S&P 500 right now is getting ready to have a move back down towards the 3,400 level, looking at that level through there. So big thing from there. Something I also talked about recently as well too is the financial sector. I said, guys, get ready. We're about to see a move on the down on the financial sector. I said we did a false breakout. Now we're getting a lower high. I would not want to be going long this market right now. Do not be going long. If you are long, you're going to get your you're going to get your face ripped off. And that's exactly what happened. And I also talked about JP Morgan as well too. And I said JP Morgan's not looking good, but it looks like we're about to roll over. And that's exactly what has happened, right, in the markets here. So to me, guys, there's blood in the streets that's about to hit the markets big time from now, from here. And so again, guys, the overall markets, a lot of these stocks right now in the overall markets are not looking too good. And I do see that we're about to see a lot more downside to come from here. Now that's with the stock market there. If I go and have a look at things like gold, I said in yesterday's video that I wouldn't be too surprised if gold started to go sideways for a bit. And look at this, gold actually went up today. Why? Because I'm expecting this thing to continue just going sideways here for a bit before we may even start to continue down from there. So it's going to be really interesting to see what actually happens here. I am, someone said I'm long-term bullish. Of course I'm long-term bullish. Called 2030 bullish, right? Short-term TA over the next 3 months doesn't equal over the next 5 years. So I'm long-term. I have long-term investing positions on gold. And then also looking at the GDXJ as well too. The GDXJ is continuing to roll over through here. Again, I wouldn't expect too much of a downside movement. I expect maybe just a little bit more, maybe a bit more sideways movement. But I do see we're probably likely to see a bit of a movement overall on all markets from here, and looking at that there. So, guys, we're heading into a recession. The unemployment number is going to start to go up. We're probably going to get a bad number today or tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this. And the market's not liking it. The market's giving us a pre-warning right now, guys, that there's a lot of blood in the streets right now. And I'll tell you right now, the blood and the crash has just getting started.